Jonathan Tavernari, BYU basketball analyst, former Cougar. Welcome back to Studio B, Jonathan. In a tie, no less.
No, it's great to have you, but we have a dress code here that we did not discuss with you, I guess. We have a no-tie policy.
Right.
Stay in this garb, though. This is good.
Reading the fine print, I didn't get down to the, the contract.
Listen. We got a BYU Sports Nation shirt for you for next time, okay?
Okay.
This is brand new.
Oh,
this is
I appreciate
brand new
it.
as of last week. These are fresh.
Did you wash it
only.
after you wore it?
No, smell it, though. Yeah. You can have this after, too.
Should I put this over it?
You're okay. You're okay for now.
No, you're good. You look great.
No, it's okay.
You really just show us up. That's the idea.
We're in ugly Christmas sweaters, too,
yeah.
so like the contrast is really bad.
We look like a bunch of amateurs.
Show you guys up not only on the dress code, right? That's one of the things.
Well, we'll see about that.
Jonathan, what happened to BYU basketball last night against Boise State? I know the Cougars were a 2-point favorite according to Ken Palmer. I expected it to be a close game, but I did expect them to beat Boise State. What happened?
I think that they never really recovered from the fact that they beat Houston on Saturday. The beginning of the game in Houston, the first half, was amazing, right? That's what you expected from this team. You expected them to play well, to knock down open shots, to be aggressive. It was probably Dalton Nixon's best all-around game with rebounding, being aggressive. I thought that when they were playing through Kobe, in and out, he had an amazing game, right? Just listening over and over again, even to Greg Wrubell talking about on radio, Kobe Lee, career night in rebounds, career night in assists, and so forth. So in my mind, watching the game, it truly felt that it kind of carried over the excitement of playing against Houston. And
like a big wing hangover.
And they weren't able to have the sense of urgency to play again a very less talented Boise State team. Just looking from their body language, the way that the team responded, it felt like they, I don't want to say thought the game was going to be easy, but they didn't have the same sense of urgency they have against Houston. Because against Houston, they came out firing, right, on all cylinders. Jake was on point. TJ and Alex were effective, but none more so than, I think, Kobe, guys coming off the bench. I thought Connor's doing amazing. You know, we'll get to that in a minute, but I think Connor should be playing more. But they didn't have the sense of urgency in my perspective. And when they did in the second half, it was a little bit too late, right? It always felt that they were that one step behind to be able to put the game away. It felt like, the game's too easy. Well, let's take this off. Or let's take this possession off. And they kept giving life to Boise, right? I mean, Boise, aside from Alston and Williams, who ended up leaving with 5 fouls, and he was dominating on the block. Remind me a lot of Keeney Young.
Okay.
You guys remember that?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
But we could, and defensively, we didn't play that bad.
Right, 58 points allowed in regulation.
We did not,
amazing.
BYU did not play that bad on defense. But offensively, just extremely stagnant, complacent, slow. Ben Criddle probably said it. Probably the funniest thing is there was a lot of dribble, and not enough pass. And I think that was probably the main thing that I saw from the game last night.
Yeah, I feel like it's dribble, handoff, and it's very indirect right now. I feel like BYU needs to be a little more direct. Like, get at the hoop and then pass out to Connor Harding, who hit back-to-back threes in a moment there. He's 7 for 11 this year. Alex Barcelo was 6 of 12. I wonder if BYU needs more offensive diversity in terms of, you know what, Jake Toulson and TJ Haas, you're tremendous players, but Alex Barcelo and Connor Harding, we need you guys involved even more, all of you.
I think TJ Haas is very scrutinized. I think he gets, and truth be told, right, stats-wise, there was a lot of hype about the Lone Peak 3, right? And if all of us here were to place a bet 5 years ago that the only one standing would be him, everybody would take that action and call us crazy, right? But he gets scrutinized a lot. I think that he is the only player on a team that should have the permission or the green light to dribble and call for a screen, because he's the only one that can create his shot effectively. Look at the game-winning shot. I think Jake Toulson, for as crafty as he is, he needs to be more idolized on the post, back to the basket, reminding a little bit of Lee Camard, maybe a little bit of Tyler Haws. Obviously not as effective as Lee, but to that sense. And not so many dribblings. All of my coaches, including Coach Rose, always said, JT, as soon as you get the ball, you get 2 dribbles. When you get the ball, pump fake, 2 dribbles. If you cannot get a good shot, pass the ball. And I think Jake is a very good pick and roll player. But at the end of the games, it kind of, the ball gets a little bit heavy, especially with the behind the back pass.
Yeah.
That was a tough one. And so, but I do think that it needs to be more slash and kick. That's what they did. When they were successful, the first game of the season, I know they played against, you're talking about
Cal State Fullerton.
a sophomore team. But yet, Alex's energy, TJ, Jake Tolson, the penetrating, slash and kick to Connor, to Trevin, that finally had his first 3-pointer of the night yesterday of a season, but never played again in the second half. And so I think that the team needs to be a little bit more passing. You mentioned something about the passive handoffs, right? They're not attacking. Those plays and the way that they're playing with the backdoor swing, pick and roll, that's very effective. That's all guys do in Europe, and it's effective if you are aggressive. But if you're doing just to kill time off the clock, you might as well be the Globetrotters.
Jonathan Tavernari with us on BYU Sports Nation. All right, we've addressed a few things, some concerns. What's number one on the priority list to remedy this? And let's start with carrying the urgency from Houston over to Boise. How do you remedy something like that so that BYU shows up with energy after a big win?
And, oh, by the way, UCLA on Monday in Hawaii.
Yeah, you got a little light of fire, right? You know how we say in Portuguese, you got to light a fire on somebody's behind to be able to get them going. Because if not, they're going to be extremely exposed against a very solid UCLA team, right? And so I think the very first thing is the system works, right? The thing that I enjoy the most about Mark Pope is his system works. We've seen be successful, but they need to be aggressive, right? It's almost as if a football analogy, is if you're just running a route, but you're not going as well, and then you're supposed to do a cut, and you just kind of don't do it. Like instead of doing, a very sharp cut, you kind of just do like a half a moon. And so I think that for BYU to be successful this year, they need to do what they did in the first half against Houston, right? Where not only they shot the ball well, but why did they shoot the ball well? How did they get those shots? Passing the ball, moving, sharp cuts, effective. Houston was a freakish athletic team. Just incredibly
so long, right?
And
yeah.
How many times in the first half we saw them going to the layups and they're getting blocks, but BYU was effective because Alex had the ball. I do think that he can play a little bit better than he's playing right now. We haven't seen him extremely involved since the Cal State Fullerton game, the first one. But I think that Zach Salias is kind of, lacking a little bit right now. He had 3 shots yesterday that he made, 3 3-pointers. But when you watch, for instance, the game against San Diego State, you go, my goodness, Zach could do this every game. 3, 4, 5 3-pointers a game for Zach. It's not an exaggeration because of how they play, because of how good he is. And when you don't see that, you start questioning why, right? And so, and when I look at this team, I wonder, where was the sense of urgency? Because last night was a game that they should just show up in town. The Cougar show is in town. You run them off the court. You get back on a bus. In 6 hours, you're back home. And we didn't see that. They just kept, throwing a lifeline to a Boise State that deserved the win. Like the cliche says, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And last night was the proof of that.
Role definition is interesting for me right now because it feels like BYU's stalling until Yoeli gets here. When I think BYU should be like, you know what, we have 9 games, this is our team, and Yoeli will be added to this. So for Zach Salias, it feels like, now wait a minute, I got to come in and rebound and defend, and it almost takes away from 3-point shooting a little bit. Alex Barcelo and Connor Harding are kind of like, it feels like, okay, Jake and TJ are the 2 seniors, and they're the guys. I don't know that needs to be the case right now. I think that BYU has more options on this team that they could access.
Well, and if you really think about it in that perspective, BYU could be 5-0 right now.
Yes.
Without Yoeli. And this is the thing that baffles me. On the drive here, I keep thinking, this team, talk about missed opportunities, right? About spilled milk. This team could be 5-0 right now without your senior captain, one of the top 50 players in the country, preseason war. 5-0. And then you add a guy of that caliber to this team. Imagine that. Imagine the possibility. So it truly feels like a missed opportunity. And, just you never want to see what if. You want to control your own destiny. And I feel like the loss against San Diego State and the loss against Boise State last night. And to be honest, I feel like those 2 losses, they were very kind of lucky against Southern Utah as well. Because against SUU, they did not play well.
BYU won ugly.
0 of 12 from
If
three.
it wasn't Jake Toulson, bailing them out at the end, wasn't on a pick and roll. If you guys remember the action, it was off for a motion that he caught the ball, and on movement and in motion, he attacked, did the step back to knock down the shot. It wasn't him creating the shot, which is a big difference. And so if he doesn't knock down that three-point shot, the guy that looked like Rufio with the red hair, if he doesn't miss a couple of free throws at the end, BYU could be right now 2-3, having lost at home against Southern Utah, and that would I'll tell you, that would not have been a good look.
Right, and you provide some good perspective. It's this close to being 2-3, but it's this close to being 5-0, right?
Yeah.
BYU's 3-2. Here we go.
All right, BYU and UCLA on Monday in Maui. JT for 3. Thanks for hanging out with us, man, and being the third member in Studio B.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry that
Now you know the dress code.
Now I know the dress code. Can I come on a tank top next time after a workout?
For all of us, please don't.
Okay.